San Diego facilities in Sorrento Valley with our phone bank of volunteers and celebrities raising money to tackle an important issue in San Diego. That is food insecurity. Every dollar donated tonight means 2 more meals for local families in need. And the sad reality is that many people in our community are just one crisis away from food insecurity. Something like the recent government shutdown can all of a sudden mean not enough to eat. And you can help by calling the number on your screen and donating now on this Giving Tuesday. And we've got a lot of people in helping us today. I'm joined in here right now by 2 longtime supporters of Feeding San Diego in the month of a million meals. Tommy Goins of Tunaville Market in Point Loma and the Outdoor Channel, the fishmonger. Troy Johnson, Chief Content Officer at San Diego Magazine.
He hates hockey.
Yeah. He loves hockey. I can see that. Troy, I get most of my restaurant recommendations from you. Oh. So many great places to eat in San Diego, but also so many people who don't have enough to eat. Why is Feeding San Diego so important?
Anytime that you cover food and you go into restaurants and you're enjoying this great meal, you kind of if you scratch the surface even at all, you realize how much food waste that there is across the country. Waste up to 40% of the food that's produced in the United States. And there's one way to prevent that from happening is somebody that knows logistics way better than me, can get a hold of it. And before it goes bad, and while it's still perfectly great food, get it to the people who in need. And that's exactly what Feeding San Diego does. So for me, it solves 2 things that I've been associated with studying for like 15, 20 years. One of my favorite organizations in San Diego.
Tommy, on the fishmonger, you say respect the fish. That's kind of what Feeding San Diego does. We want to use everything possible with no waste.
Yeah, we have an opportunity here to help our neighbors in need. Not necessarily in need, but just right now at this time. You said it earlier, we had government shutdown and our military people are hurting, and they just need a hand up, not a hand out. And I know that's a cliche, but here in San Diego, if you thought about it, if everybody who can donated, even if it was just $5 in the whole entire county of San Diego, just think what we could do with just $5 if everybody did it. I sound like that guy that did the almond commercial.
Or $400 million are also accepted here tonight.
Yes, we'll take that.
Oh, I've got some good news in just a second. Troy, your favorite holiday treat this season?
Tamales. Every single year, there was a woman that would drive through my neighborhood, and it was a holiday treat. She would open up her trunk, and the smell would just waft through our neighborhood, and I'd run down there with any cash I could find on my couch and buy all the tamales from her. Every single one of them. That woman would only go to my house. And it's my favorite.
Feast of the 7 Fishes, Tommy, what's on the table?
Local, fresh seafood caught by local fishermen, from our dock to your plate, man. That's what we do. We've got everything from octopus and crab and shrimp and scallops, and, it's all about the
parking spot for boats behind your place.
Well, I've got some great news. Just got some word that we've got some matching donations. Amazon and the Rosemary Kramer Rate Foundation are teaming up to match all donations up to $50,000 right now, which means if you call now, number on your screen, that'll double the number of meals, 4 meals per dollar. So call right now. We'll be back in our 5 o'clock hour. We'll talk a little pizza coming up from Feeding San Diego live in Sorrento Valley. I'm Ben Higgins, ABC 10 News.
Feeding San Diego helps people all year long with food distributions around the county and its mobile pantry. ABC 10 News reporter Marie Cornell shows us how it all works and introduces us to some of the people who rely on them.
Hi, good morning.
Each of these faces comes with their own story.
How's it going?
Well, I'm a U.S. veteran, Vietnam War in '69, U.S. Navy. I just make ends meet by, going to these food pantries.
Each needing extra help to keep food on their tables and their families fed. Crowds of people lined up at Feeding San Diego's mobile pantry in San Marcos. Just one of many pop-up food distribution events held throughout the year all over the county.
They're meant to address food insecurity in areas where they may be far from a grocery store, a food desert, and where there's a high need.
They aren't just offering meals, and they offer healthy options from protein to beans. You have rice, you have vitamins, and you also have vegetables, everything you need for a healthy lifestyle.
If people are not receiving nutritious food, if they are not getting those nutrients that they need, their health suffers.
Carissa Casares is the Senior Communications Manager for Feeding San Diego. She says they routinely partner up with health centers like True Care as they they provide outreach about medical care to the community, regardless of their income or insurance coverage. Anthony White is the Vice President of Government and Community Affairs for True Care. He says recently they have noticed more people are looking for food assistance help.
The need has increased, and I think the picture of who the person is that people might have in their head of who comes to a food distribution like this or a food pantry, it's really people from all walks of life.
This comes as nonprofits like Feeding San Diego and organizations like True Care prepare for the expected influx of people who will be needing help as they navigate the changes to requirements and guidelines connected to federally funded programs like Medicaid and CalFresh, which leaves many like Dora Avila nervous. She's retired and relies on distribution events like this to help make ends meet.
They allow me to get, pay the electricity or other bills because I don't have to buy vegetables. I'm going to get less money, so I'm going to have less.
And with that, I guess that would be events like this are even more important.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And while it's not clear yet what the full impact of the federal cuts mean for the future, Carissa says Feeding San Diego will continue to help where they can, hoping the public will also step up and support their mission.
Feeding San Diego in particular, we are about 97% of our funding comes from individual private donations. Only about 3% is coming from the government. And so we're really standing on our own.
Marie Cornell.
Here, one more for you. There you go.
ABC 10 News.
The Padres' big surprise for local elementary school students.